Okay, this is, your zoning board of appeals, September 5th, 2017 meeting. We'll start with our first application, which is Largesse. Largesse?
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening. Could you state your name for the record, sir?
John F. Largesse.
Okay. And do you want to tell us why you're here tonight and what you'd like?
Oh, I'd like to file for a variance.
Okay.
I live at 39 Glen Echo Shore Road, and I'm trying to build a shed, and the property just isn't quite big enough.
You building a shed?
Yes, sir.
So we have a plan attached to the application. This is your existing house, right?
Yes, sir.
So where is the shed gonna go?
The shed will be approximately 3 feet off the boundary of my neighbor.
You wanna, what?
You got the wrong application.
Oh, I get the wrong application, you sure?
Yeah, this is the, what you're looking
Oh, I looked at
here.
Sanchez, I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
It's pretty tough to grant that. This is great, I like that, yeah, for me. All right, let's try again. This is a little bit better. This is where you want to put the shed right here?
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Feet from the boundary.
From my neighbor's
So
boundary.
you're gonna
yes.
take down the old shed?
Which I have, yes.
All right, and you're gonna put, why in that spot versus someplace else?
It was the only place that would have fit.
How's that? I don't see how you can derive from that.
Well, if I put it up here, it would have been too close to this boundary.
Well, why don't you just put it over here?
Then it'd be in the middle of the yard, and the doors would actually open up into the, there's 2 big oak trees here, along with a flower bed, and along with the ramps, they would end up in the flower bed.
Ramps, okay, so you got ramps, huh?
I've
This is
spoken with them.
2.5 feet or 25 feet? It's 25?
Is it? No, it's just 10 by 16, right?
No, the distance between your flower bed and the shed is 25 or 2.5?
It looks
25,
It looks
sir.
like 25, yeah. I don't see why you couldn't just move it away from the boundary.
Then it would be, like I said, in the
Well,
middle.
no matter where you're gonna put it, right, it's gonna be
Still within that distance.
still within the distance.
Or you could put it up over here. You can put it anywhere. Looks like all empty space here.
About where the old shed was.
Well, what I should have done is measured from here to here to the beginning of the flower bed. It can't be any more than,
Is the shed,
Right.
is your new shed already in?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Partially,
All right, so you started building, so it's already there.
correct.
All right. So this is, you're asking forgiveness rather than permission.
Sure, yes, yes. I guess that's a good way to put it. I've spoken with the neighbor,
Yep.
and he's all for it. He told me he would write a letter and have it notarized.
So you're building the shed yourself, or you having someone?
It's myself and a friend of mine.
Okay. It's on concrete blocks?
Yes, sir.
And why didn't you get permission before you started building it?
Unfortunately, I listened to the wrong people.
Okay. All right.
So aside just from the side setback on this, you meet all the other requirements right now on this shed, that's correct?
Yes, sir.
Gentlemen, you have any questions for?
Was there a reason why you didn't put the new shed where the old shed was?
Actually, I am putting it, the old shed was smaller.
So there was a shed there already, you just tore it down and put a bigger one there?
Yes, sir.
You put a bigger one, a shed here, is that what you just said?
No, this one, there was a
Okay,
shed,
there was a shed here?
correct,
Oh, there was a shed there already?
yes,
And it was falling down, so you decided to build a new one that was a
exactly.
little bit bigger
Okay,
to help
Yes,
the
sir.
four-wheeler and everything else.
Right.
so it's not a new shed, you're just rebuilding it?
It,
It's from-
Just bigger.
Bigger.
correct,
But it was always 3 feet from the.
yes. Actually, it was closer, the old one was closer to the fence.
Okay.
What's the slope over there like? Are you going down the hill, up the
Yeah,
hill?
there's quite a hill off the back here, yes, it's the squiggly line.
Is it more level where you wanna put this shed versus someplace else on the lot?
Absolutely. And it's out of the way of everything else. It's in a view of nobody, no, it's not blocking anybody's view of the lake or anything like that.
Do you have any questions?
So his hardship is the slope of the ground, he can only put it there, is that what I'm hearing?
That's so.
How long did you have that old shed there?
Oh, approximately, priest has been gone, I'd have to say 12 years.
12 years ago, you had that?
Approximately 12 years ago, yes, sir.
Okay.
How big is the new shed?
10 by 16, sir.
How big was the old shed? The one up here?
6 by 8.
You said there was a shed there too.
Yeah, I know. But he's coming to us for something new, right?
Gotcha.
You said 6 by 8.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you guys don't have any more questions? I wanna, do you have any neighbors or anything like that that came?
No.
Wanna hear from the building inspector, zoning enforcement officer? Kurt, you have a comment?
I have some photos and an aerial view of the area.
You wanna accept this into the record?
Yes,
You have a motion?
make a motion, I said, please.
Second.
There you are.
Hey!
Sorry,
It's okay.
that's all right, huh?
Alright, Kurt,
So, I came upon this construction without a permit during my normal inspection rounds. We notified the applicant that a permit was required. When he applied for the permit, we saw that we were creating potentially a zoning violation. You can see that Mr. Largesse owns 2 lots side by side, a little better than most. Both lots 100 by 60. Shown on the first page, the house shown on the first page, a little bit looking down the street to the left of the house. You're going to get to a couple of pictures that shows the mostly vacant lot that's to the right of the house at 39 Glen Echo Shore, and then the picture below that is the lot that's attached to a house behind it, with the fence. So along that left side behind his shed that he's currently constructing, and that vacant looking land is a fence with some growth on it and some pictures of the neighborhood. I was unaware that there was a pre-existing shed there that was 6 by 8. If an applicant had come before me with a direct replacement for an existing shed and proof of an existing shed, then I would have granted a permit, you know, as a 1-for-1 replacement. But as it's obvious at this point that this shed is almost twice the size of what was there before, so we're having an increase in the size of the shed, which makes it all new work. I understand the applicant's desire to keep the shed over there in the orientation that it's in. As some of the members have pointed out, it's possible that the shed could be located elsewhere on the property, making it more conforming. It could be rotated so that the shed backed up against the trees, but you know, we know this neighborhood. This is, you know, Glen Echo, the other side of Glen Echo Shore, and everything's tight over there. So, you know, and I don't see any, you know, real opposition here to it. It's just, you know, mostly procedure, mostly, you know, is this something that you want, you know, to grant a variance on well, it's a 15-foot sideline setback, so you're going to give a 12-foot variance. The rear setback on this zone is also 15 feet, so you know, it's a little less than the A zone, which is a 30-foot setback, which is prevalent throughout the town. Sue, did you have an extra copy of that you can give to Mr. Largesse?
Thank you.
Just so.
Under the zoning bylaw, Kurt, under the 200-3.3 intensity regulations, subsection 4, it has the side for an accessory structure at 10 feet.
Oh, yeah, yes, there's a little, no accessory building shall be located within any required front or side yard, no rear yard, except for building no closer than 10 feet, that's right. So it's, if it's behind the house, you know, we're sort of in that difficult zone where it looks like it's projecting in front of the house, so it would be in part of it's in the front yard.
Yeah, it's still the side.
I mean, giving, you know, the number for the dimension I don't think is the issue here. It's the appetite of the board to give the variance.
Right. Well, we'll have you sit out on the vote on this because you came in halfway.
Right.
Kevin, what do you think? Call the rest of the list here.
Sure.
Go from there. call the rest of the boards in the town. Historical Commission, Board of Assessors, Board of Health, Recreation, Economic Development, Police, Fire, School Districts, we heard from the Building Inspector, Zoning Enforcement Officer, Water and Sewer, Housing, Planning Board, Selectmen, any local board or governmental agency, any abutters, any other interested parties have any comments? Gentlemen, any more questions for the applicant?
Yeah. So on this map, the shed is here, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And there's trees all over.
Yeah,
it.
but well, you know, yeah, there's pine trees and everything right there. and
Okay, and
it's-
you're going here.
No, that's not my land there.
Okay, so where is the shed going?
Basically, it's, part of it's under the pine trees.
Right here?
You know. Actually, you can see how close it is to the pine trees here.
Okay, so it looks like a nice one. It looks like a nice shed.
Was.
That's a good one. Okay, so it's somewhere over here?
No, because this is all a hill.
Okay, that's
It-
hill, okay.
Right, all this
okay.
is hill. It swirls around to a hill. And it's under these pine trees.
Under the pine tree.
Right, Kurt?
Yeah, well, here's the front of the house, so it's gonna be like right in here somewhere.
Okay, it's pretty close, I guess. All right. All right, so, yeah, so we're with the pine trees, not that visible, it seems to me. I don't think I'm gonna have a problem.
Bill, if you don't mind, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah.
So, this is the lot next door, this is this lot here,
Yeah,
and this is the tree line that backs up. The back of that shed would be against this tree line here, so you can't, you really won't, you know, it's vegetated there.
okay.
There's
yeah,
a fence, there's a 4-foot fence, and there's vines and
yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
there,
yeah,
so
there's plenty of
Okay.
stuff.
Probably poison ivy, but I wasn't going.
Plenty of that.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm not gonna have a problem, I think.
All right, so I want to make a motion to close an open hearing, part of the meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second on the motion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. So you guys have a problem? Any issues? Want to make a motion to,
Make a motion for the variance of 12
So
feet.
we go on the full 12, just cover the bases.
yeah, yeah.
12 because there's an issue of the 10 or 15.
Right, so what is the hardship and unique reasons?
It seems to be that there's a hill there, it's only a flat place, so the terrain dictates.
That would be part of the motion. Okay, so 12 foot plus or minus on the variance, the motion, 12 feet plus or minus on the variance. As shown on the plans submitted with the application. Is there a second on that motion? Is there a second?
I can't second it.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. You in favor? You good? Alright.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know. I didn't hear you.
Okay,
Motion carries.
there's a 20-day appeal period. You'll get a letter in the mail saying what day you can go to the town clerk and pick up your packet. From there, you just have to go to Worcester County Register of Deeds, have it, just register it. And then when you're all set with that, bring the copy to Kurt and a copy to me, and then Kurt will let you finish.
Okay,
So you have to wait 20 days.
Right.
From us. It goes to the clerk's office.
so it passed?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, it is confusing.
Don't forget your tornado stakes, because the winds blow in Charlton, you know.
I actually have them. I haven't put them in. I need to discuss that with Kurt to make sure they're the right ones before I even put them in. But what's the, go to Worcester for,
So, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're gonna get you'll get a packet in the mail when I file it.
okay.
And then it's gonna have a letter and it's saying what day you can go to the town clerk and pick up the original copies. If everything goes as planned, I'm gonna file it tomorrow, and the day you'll come in is the 27th of September. You just go to her, ask for it, she'll give you the copy, you go to Worcester County Registry of Deeds, you just have them record it.
No, where are they located?
Front Street. You know where the old mall was? You know where the mall?
Galleria.
I don't know Worcester.
You know the Worcester Centrum?
Yes, DCU Center.
The DCU Center. So if you're looking, St. Vincent's, if you're looking, you'll be back to the hospital.
Okay.
You're looking at the DCU Center. Right next to there's a white parking garage. Park in that garage on the 3rd floor. There's a walkway, goes into the 2nd floor of the building next door, and it's right in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, sounds easy enough.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank you all. I appreciate the
Good
work you
luck.
put into it.
Yeah.
It's very much appreciated.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Keep those ATVs.
So, what you do
out of
in
the snow.
meantime is finish up, like Nancy was telling you, finish up the building permit application.
Right.
Get it into me. We'll do all the permit review stuff, so the day that you come in with the recorded thing, I can issue the permit.
Okay with the recorded, okay.
All right,
Then I
if you have
can-
questions, Nancy can help you with the recorded
She's been a
stuff.
sweetheart through the whole thing, so. All right, thank you all so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah.
Before you start, is there another one?
There's one more.
Okay, before you start, all right.
Yeah.
I got here at 3 minutes after 7.
What happened?
I was out there for almost 15 minutes,
The doors were locked.
every damn one of them. And then I was down here pounding on the door, and a couple of people finally saw me. So I apologize, but damn it, they should leave those doors open.
I wonder why they locked them.
I don't know. I tried all 3 of them.
Did they lock automatically? after a
This one
certain
down
time?
here is locked. The going into the main one is locked.
Well, yeah.
And then over,
Because the
the
town hall
other one
closes at
going up
7
there
o'clock.
is locked.
Do they lock automatically?
No.
Well,
but
no,
people-
Nancy, I know
she
closes
left.
that one.
But people,
Sure.
different, you
People
know,
lock
so-and-so
the
goes out that door and locks the door, so-and-so goes out the center door and locks the door.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so I apologize.
Oh, no, big deal.
But I want you to know that I was,
There's no demerits here.
okay. Well, I didn't know that.
We're glad to have you.
Okay, thank you.
Sanchez?
How you doing, folks?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks.
You need
All
a
right.
copy?
Yeah, I
You want to, both of you
Thank you.
state your names for the record, please?
Richard Sanchez,
And you're the owner?
owner's brother.
And you are
Tom Hawkins?
you the owner?
No.
Okay.
My brother was unable to make it. He works out of New York, so he's not around a lot.
Do either one of you have anything in writing giving you authority to kind of speak for him tonight?
No.
Are you the engineer?
Yeah, he's corresponded with Pablo, and basically I do any type of work that he has while he's away, manage the property and stuff.
Is there a way you can call him?
Yeah,
Can you give
Sure.
you give him a call? Can you send us an email authorizing you guys to speak? Sue will give you her email address.
if you guys want to hear him on speaker or anything, can we do
No,
it that
we'll
way?
just send an email so we can put it in the file. If you
Okay.
can if he has access to email
Sure.
from where he's at, you just email us and say, you know, I authorize my brother and the engineering company to speak on my behalf this evening.
Would you like me to do that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll have to reschedule it.
And you want the email right
She'll
away
give you,
also?
yes, she'll give you her email address, the email, the town email address, and send it right there so she can print it out and put it in the file.
This is the old one.
Yeah, that's connected. Yeah,
Which
that's.
one did you guys just?
We did,
We did.
large,
We should already had,
How much
so we got it, last meeting, she gave it to us.
It-
Fuck grapes. He had one last year where he found that they were building.
That was like, it was like 2 feet from the back.
Yeah.
That was our ass.
Right, that doesn't matter.
Someday this will all be yours. Well.
No, I won't. No, I won't be. I can tell you that right now. I can guarantee it.
Hey, that's the way it goes, you know.
No.
No, see, Brian was here first.
Yeah.
And he was
Excuse me, one second,
away.
folks. Sure.
And then
It ain't gonna go that way. I can guarantee you that right now.
well, after Monday, Florida.
Retirement is right around the corner.
Oh yeah.
So,
Well, Florida's not going to be there after Monday, by the way.
That's true, so you won't be around.
You know,
so wonder when the paperless society's gonna kick in?
it never will. Thanks to attorneys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You want to pause that for
somewhere else.
till he gets that squared away?
That's done.
Thank you. I figured out for you.
Thank you.
Oh, well, we do a lot without paper though.
It's when one thing trends up, the other trends down, so you know out.
Yeah.
did you?
Yeah, actually, it wasn't that bad.
Where'd you go?
I was
What's the
driving.
bill?
The bill was a little.
Like
bad.
Like what?
$55 for 16 beers.
Oh, so how much is that? How much is?
Like $3-4 a beer. Maybe?
So,
It's worth the money?
Oh, that ain't bad. I heard it was more than that.
Yeah,
Well, there
I think
are.
I was
There are
allowed
some
16 beers,
That's
and it was
typical.
16 cans of beer. It was $55. That's a little bit more expensive than the old Milwaukee Light.
But the town's got a problem now.
What's
Yeah,
that?
the traffic.
Oh, the traffic
Now,
now?
why the hell,
Yeah.
when they knew that
That's
this
the only thing I can say. about
project was gonna come in, where were the traffic studies on the thing? Zero
I don't
for
know.
this town
You
to
would
do
think.
that.
it.
You would
2 months
think.
from now?
Yeah.
It's just
You
absolutely
would think.
stupid.
Is he the only owner? Is his wife owned too?
No, he's the sole owner, but he's met with him quite a few times, basically to do the drawing work and
There's a difficulty
I know I did work with
And-
the building inspector on a different project that we didn't have
And-
go through ZBA, but
And Rick authored the application as well, so.
Who signed it?
my brother Pablo did.
Yeah, I know.
It's not for me to say, but
Yeah, we always have to have the.
as far as I'm concerned,
Principle,
I think we got a problem. As far as I'm, it's up to the chairman.
Well. We're having a meeting when? Are we rescheduling?
The 19th.
19th?
Had I known, I would have gotten some kind of.
So it's a meeting
My
on the 19th?
apologies.
Yes.
Still have to
Said
send
we
out
don't we have one
notices
next
again?
Tuesday, don't we?
No.
I hope not. I'm on
19th.
vacation next week.
September 19th.
So it's
Got
not too
one
far.
anyway.
Okay. I can leave you folks with you need if that's the only alternative.
I'll be here.
We don't have to
6:30.
send out notices, you know?
No, we can continue.
We don't have to
Do a
send out
continuous.
Yeah. No, we don't do any of that. We don't, we're within the time period, right?
Well, I just got it, so it must be.
Yeah.
You wanna do it provisionally?
Something that says that is the property manager.
lot easier. Doesn't say you need it, it just needs to say. Are you a company?
Yeah.
Did he,
He's,
when he retained you, did he, did he sign something when he retained you for the amount of work?
signed a check for me, but
That's it?
there was no formal invoice or anything.
Yeah. No.
I don't wanna push it back. On the other hand,
Kurt had suggested maybe doing it and then getting the email. We don't do anything. We get the email and we hear it.
so we could potentially hear what you have to say, but not make a vote on it until the 19th. You could do that if you want, and then provide us with something.
Yeah.
That would probably be a good idea, frankly.
Then we don't have to do
because-
the whole thing, and then we
Right.
can just, I mean, if it's it's relatively
I
straightforward.
think
We'll
it's
just-
pretty straightforward.
Is that acceptable? We
Yes.
can do that?
Can they,
Well,
can you vote?
will he be here on the 19th?
We
You
don't
don't
need
have to
him,
have
all
one.
we need is,
Yeah, some
we
written
need some
documentation.
evidence of him authorizing you, both of you, to act as his agent, that's it. So it can be just a letter, you can email it to her,
Okay.
something, you know, you can mail it in, say, you know, him just saying I authorize, you know, both of you to act as my agent in front of the zoning board. I just
Okay.
need something in that.
Sure.
And it's, I'm not trying to
No, I understand.
give a hard time, it's in the
Yeah, I should-
rules and I don't
should've-
wanna.
I should have
yeah.
questioned it
No.
actually, you know.
All right, so why don't we do that then? So what we'll do is, we'll do the presentation, we're gonna keep the hearing open until our meeting on the 19th.
Appreciate it.
At the beginning of the 19th, we'll just, yeah, if everything looks good, we get that, we'll just make the vote, we'll close the hearing and make the vote, we'll do everything else except for, and just close the hearing and vote at the beginning of the 19th.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so shoot, tell us why you're here and what you're looking for.
Basically, Pablo's looking to add a second floor to an existing single-story structure. That structure does fall within the setbacks and all that. He was gonna replace the existing porch. It's on the, I don't know if you guys, folks, have your drawing there, but it shows the existing, the smaller porch, and then, which is just outside the setback currently. And he was gonna replace it with something a little bigger. I think we had images showing the span of the porch, the whole distance of the house, but I don't think it's gonna even be that big.
Yeah, so we need relief of about a little over 5 feet
Oh, from the front,
from the front
that's it.
setback, yeah. And obviously, we're non-conforming for lot area, which I guess most everything up there
Right.
is non-conforming, yeah. So this is a little bit of the way it's gonna look.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh, that's not even close.
Probably for everyone, if you guys want to pass those over.
Okay.
That's probably the nicest one we've gotten ever, huh? So it'll be no wider than the existing
No,
structure.
it'll be same width,
Yeah,
and so we're, so the existing structure
yeah,
has a portico which is non-conforming.
uh-huh,
And so we're making the non-conforming a little bit worse
Right.
by 2-3 feet.
yeah.
And all the other setbacks were inside the requirements.
Okay. These are walls right here on your plan? Stairs and wall,
Yes,
sidewalk?
Yep.
And those are existing, those, you're not changing any of those already exist?
No.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just gonna go up and put the porch on and that's
Right.
it? Okay. You guys have any questions for the applicants?
Well, how about flooding? Are you in a flood zone?
I don't believe so.
No. And this,
Yeah,
so,
what's all this?
so that's
lake.
water, but that's relative to the front. It's probably down about 8 to 10 feet.
That's computer generated, Bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not
That's
real.
not where the
It's
water
not
line
real,
is.
it's not real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to give you
Unless it
guys-
was Bill's old house, then it would be rare.
So you haven't had anybody that's near this water hasn't had any problems then, is what you're telling me, right?
No, none whatsoever.
Okay, and you're not in a floodplain,
Not that I'm aware of, sir.
whether it's
That's not
8 feet
an
or not, I mean, you're,
Yeah.
Well, if there is, you gotta pay the insurance.
If he's in a floodplain or not.
well,
The only difference would be is that he helped offset the cost of Hurricane Harvey. Probably. Or Irma, coming next week.
Hey, my brother lives in Florida, you know.
I'm going there in the morning.
Really?
I'm gonna get my grandmother.
Yeah?
Oh, my
I'm gonna
God.
get her out of
Where?
there. She's in Fort Lauderdale.
Jeez.
So anybody, no other questions?
guess not.
Okay, do you wanna hear from the building inspector, zoning enforcement officer?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to present these photos and map of the area to be accepted into the record.
Motion to accept the
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye, motion carries.
Thank you.
Who seconded that?
More down here, please.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
Mr. Zoning Enforcement Officer?
So as you can see, the first photo on the top of the first page is the area map. And it's conforming with their representation that the building, except for the portico seen there, meets the setback requirements. The property does fall off quite a bit towards the lake. I don't believe it's in a floodplain. And that is, and as you look at the next picture, that's the house to the left of it, you can see once again that the land, definitely drops off. So for that water to get up high enough,
Yeah.
I'm building an ark.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the left and the right photos, you have a garage across the street and a second garage across the street.
Nice looking garage.
Wonder who designed it.
There, so that gives you it. The plan is represented to me, shows, and as shown in the computer-generated drawing there, like any property, is always flat on the plans.
Yeah.
But they're looking for, it looks like about a 6 foot, 6.3 foot relief from the front setback.
Yeah.
Same thing, this is South Charlton Reservoir, slightly larger lots than over on Glen Echo, the last one you dealt with, but still well short of the 60,000 square
Square
foot
feet.
required. And
So they'll need
but this
12,000.
is, as things go, is a pretty conforming
Right.
property. They're just outside the envelope a little bit and need some blessing from the zoning board of appeals to move their project forward. Any retaining walls that they construct so far, as I can see on the plan that was put with the application, are 5 feet or more from the property line, so that's what the setback requirement is for a retaining wall. They do seem to have these planners. I didn't realize that these planners were on that's how crazy it is out there. You don't really know where some of the property lines are.
Right,
And
right.
those planners that show up on the second page, I thought maybe what the other property, but it looks like they go with,
This property.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a double lot, so it's a little bigger than some of
That's a relative term, double.
Yeah.
the, yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Double times 13 is still 25.
So we'll do the roll call. Going forward, Historical Commission, Assessors, Board of Health, Recreation, Economic Development, Police, Fire, School Districts, Water, Sewer, Housing, Planning Board, Selectmen, any other local official or board, any other abutters, persons of interest. All right. So,
Can you close?
yeah, we'll just have a motion to continue this hearing until September 19th. And then we'll close, on September 19th, we'll close it and vote. Okay? and just, I mean, between that 2 weeks, get us the, and like I said, it doesn't have to be like a power of attorney. All it says, our rules say is that we need some sort of evidence that, that you're representing the,
Okay,
that you're acting as an agent for your brother, that's
sure.
all. It doesn't have to be fancy or anything like that.
Okay,
And then come a couple minutes before 7, or?
You know, so if you wanna come, like, I don't think if you both wanna come or whatever, one of you just wanna come and just, you know, it'll be,
Provide the letter.
yeah, this, the one,
Well, send me the letter and email.
right,
okay, prior.
yeah. So the next meeting is going to be, we'll be downstairs in the senior center. It's gonna
Okay.
be a bigger meeting, there's a little bit more going
The
on.
19th.
Maybe the doors will be unlocked then too.
Yeah, so
Well,
hopefully
that's how
we'll
you
have
put it in
yeah.
the senior center, I'll see.
Yeah, so we'll be downstairs, and, you know, we'll just do you first before the commotion starts and everything like
Thank you,
that.
guys.
So we need a motion.
So a motion to continue with the hearing until September
Second.
19th.
I'll make a motion for
Second.
Any seconds, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, gentlemen, we'll see you on the 19th.
Okay.
Do we have any old business, Sue?
Yeah. Just a minute.
So we have the
Yeah,
minutes.
if I could get the email from Sue?
Oh, yeah.
Email address, and I'll shoot that over to you.
So
You
we
can
have,
always call her if you get,
There's
use
a
this
problem,
one.
yeah.
She's here on Tuesday nights.
All right.
Yeah, just have him email and
Okay.
then you'll be good to
Yep,
go.
sounds good. Thanks again, folks. Have a great
okay,
night.
Thank you.
So,
I don't know if you want this or?
No, I don't.
do we have any
Thank you
other,
very
do we have a
much.
motion on the
Sorry.
minutes? Any comments on the minutes?
Make a motion, to accept the minutes.
Second.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay.
Any other old business, Sue?
No.
Okay.
Did everybody have a nice summer without the sun?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So we have a
unbelievable.
motion to, end the meeting this evening?
Make a motion, hold the meeting.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Motion carries.
Okay.
I'm gonna shut that off.